Mr. DJ, won't you play me that song? Yes, that's my favorite song. I know you know that the song is popping. And it keeps me moving my body. And the way I feel I can't help it.
Yes. You know who it is. It is your boy. It is the one and only host. It is your favorite host, of course. It's YOTAN. So you know, and we're back on Speaking the Truth. It's Speaking the Truth. It's that time again where we conversate, where I tell you guys what's bothering me or what topic I feel like we should talk about today, and let you guys know the truth. My truth can be your truth. You know, you don't really have to agree with me, but I'm just being real right now, so we can just conversate and understand what's going on. And I'm gonna let you guys know what's popping, locking. So of course I've introduced myself. You guys know it's YOTA and it's Speaking the Truth. But first of all, I gotta ask my people, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are good, cause like if you're not good, hey, I don't know what to say. You need to go back to bed and wake up on the right side of bed. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to start your day good. It's a beautiful morning. It's 9 a.m. And you know what's popping? Like, it's Afrobeats 100. If I'm not doing this show, I don't know what I'll be doing right now. So that's why I'm doing this show for you people, for my people. It's so low. Yes. So, how did you guys wake up today? Did you guys wake up the right way? Did you guys say your prayer? Did you guys work out? Okay, because I did. Did I work out? Okay, I lied. I did not do exercise. Let me not just. Today I woke up a bit later than usual, so you know, prepping my day to get ready to come here. I didn't have much time. I'm giving excuses, Rich. I shouldn't do that. Okay, I didn't exercise today. Let me just leave it at that. I woke up. Yeah, I did one of the few things I needed to do to start my day. Reply some messages, because you know when you sleep sometimes you might get some late night messages. You know, if you know what I'm saying. So I replied some messages and I was like prepping my day, and I'm like, okay, today I'm speaking the truth. I'm gonna conversate with some people. Yes, I actually love doing this, and I missed you guys. Like, it's been a week, but I know I still miss. You know, I always tell you guys I miss you guys, because it's what I do. If I come and I'm conversating here, and I feel happy because I'm talking to you guys. And you guys out there listening to me, I love you all for always tuning in 9 a.m. to listen to me. So today, I was thinking like, a lot's been happening. People have been showing love to me a lot. You know, understanding and doing that over the past few days, and it's been overwhelming. Like, and I feel it's because like I'm in a good place right now. That it will take a lot for you to ruin my mood. It will take a serious lot for you to ruin my mood. And I hope it's that way for you now, for you guys out there. You know, we always start the day with positivity. I'm sending love to everyone out there. Anyone that needs some love, I'm sending you love. Just know you are kings and queens of your own world. Like in this world itself, not even your own world. Whatever reality you set for yourself, just believe you can achieve it. Don't only be a dreamer, be a realist at the same time. I'm sure there's a word. Yeah, I think that's a realist anyway. Someone that can balance his dreams and reality. Yes, so always be some. Hey, if I'm wrong on that meaning, please correct me. Anyways, yeah, so start your day off nice, guys. This is why I'm here for you. Your time is here to talk to you. Probably whatever I'm going to talk about today is probably what you've been thinking about and probably what's bothering you. I hope I'm right. I hope I'm hitting the nail on the head. Bang, bam. You know, what's good? So today, a lot is going through my mind, and it's family. Family. The special glue that really, like, that where we come from, that holds us together. That if there's always nowhere to go, you can always go back home, you know, where your family is. And a lot of us have different meanings for family, you know. A lot of us have friends that have turned to family, you know what I'm saying? Think family is a union. Family is supposedly a safe space. I know why I'm using supposedly, because I don't want people to get it wrong when I'm saying family, because I'm talking about family in general and who you classify as family. I have very few friends that I could call like family right now, to be honest. You see, that's the thing. Family is like you're graduating, you're moving up. So for you to get to family status, I'm like, our connection has to be stronger than, glue. Like, it's too tight. So, because of course I have my friends, I have my close friends, I have, I even have like, so if I'm calling you my brother, my sister, you are family. So yeah, the discussion today is family, and I just be thinking like a lot of people, yeah, they have it rough, you know, especially if you come from back home. You see why I'm going to use that example back home. Okay, I'll use what I'm doing as an example. I'm an artist. I'm an aspiring musician, and we all see if you come from an African household, there are some things you just can't utter. That like if you just say it, they will look at you like, look, did this boy go and take something outside before he came back into this house? You understand? Like, for example, if you go and tell your parents that you want to be a musician, or you just go and tell them something like out of like, okay, let me put it like this: African households, we have acceptable like works, like professions that they will accept. Like if you say you and they want you, your parents obviously they'll be the ones putting you on this path, like, and which is like basically the doctors and the engineers and the lawyers and all those like top-notch jobs, probably even politics, because of how politics is in the country. Politics in our country, you want to get that bag. So back home, they've like, it's in their head like, okay, the only way to make it out, you just have to be a doctor, you have to be an engineer, you have to be, lawyer, you have to be one of those stuff. Okay, today, I'm going to tell you Yota's journey of all this, talking to my parents about professions. Yota's journey of professions. Yes, I'll call it professions. So I remember like, music is always something I always wanted to do. Like I sing a lot. When I was in primary school, secondary school, that has been the most consistent thing in my life. Like I used to sing in primary. I remember when I used to sing and I noticed I had a good voice, I'll just be like, oh damn. Like I think but sometimes you just be unsure. I think uncertainty comes from also the people around you motivating you. To be honest, you can be also like strong mentally, but it's not every time you're really that strong from a young age. Most times when you're that young, you don't even know what you're doing. So I think, I probably now I can say I think I could sing, yeah. But nobody really told me around I could sing. Even when I sang at home, I was not like it was sure. I remember once I took I'm skipping ahead, but yeah, it's part of the story. So I could sing, I've been doing music since. But like I said, the way you're being brought up in an African household, yeah, even singing at home was like, okay, let me not, like I was a kid, but I was like, let me not just go and beg. Like when I mean go and beg, like go and just test the waters. Like you can't even test the waters with your parents sometimes. They'll look at you as a joke. To be honest, or they might whoop music out of your ass, and which was something my parents tried. Okay, my parents didn't necessarily whoop me for saying I wanted to do music, but it was something they did try to do. So yeah, I know I wanted to do music since, and I know I wanted to be in this entertainment shit, but I did not have the guts to tell my fam. You understand? I did not have the courage to tell them like, hey, this is what I want to do, and this is like this. I remember like then I was doing like in school I'll get in trouble. This is in primary school, early stages. In school I'll get in trouble. My mom would be getting pissed at me because yes, I was quite troublesome. I was the troublesome one. I'm the troublesome one in the family, like to be honest. We're 3 in our family, and yes, I don't know, I'm the middle one, and I'm really stubborn and troublesome. So yeah, back to the story. I'll get in trouble. My mom will be so pissed. My mom will be like, what am I going to do with this boy? What am I going to do with this boy? And me, I'm just a kid, like, hey, I just want to live my life, no worries, no stress, just want to enjoy myself, do what I gotta do, hey, what am I thinking of? I like girls, do this, I like to do that. Anyway, so she's troubled, and I remember one day I was getting whooped. Oh, me and my mom, like my mom is so close. I think the reason why my mom and I are so close is, hey, she whooped the shit out of me. She was the one whooping. Hey, she used to whoop me left. She would whoop me up, whoop me like any form of whooping she was giving me that time. So this one day like this, she was whooping me. She was like, oh, beating my ass, and she was like, yo, what do you want to do? This was when I was in primary school. Primary school is like, for those of you who don't know what I think it's like grade school over here in Europe. It's like when you're young, like the early stages after kindergarten, So you go, and it's 6 years back home. Anyways, so yeah, she was whooping me, and she just asked, "What do you want to do?" And I don't know why I was so pissed because she was whooping me a lot that time, and I was like, let me just try it. Let me just say it out. Like, I swear, guys, before I even said it out, I was fighting it inside. There was this thing inside me. I was like, guy, are you sure you want to say this? I'd be like, what's going on? Is it the beating that is making you feel like, because you want to stop? I still want to live in this house, bro. Like, that was me fighting the inside. It's my inner voice. So anyways, I just said it. I just said I want to be a musician. This was in primary school. Oh, I said it. I was like, okay, I've said it. And my mom was like, you don't need to go to school again. I like, you say what? She was like, you don't need to go to school again. I'll just stop paying your school fees and you could drop out and you could, musicians don't go to school. That was my mom. Like, see, all of you out there, don't come from my mom or my father. Hey, still love. But see, it's the mentality like, that is brought into the African household. You get what I'm saying? It's just them being like they want the best for their kids and all that. So anyway, she was like, musicians don't go to school. I won't lie, maybe my mom wasn't like, she just didn't want me to be a musician, so she just put it that she knew, like, obviously some musicians went to school, but in the situation of being brought up in an African household, that one is not, they don't want you to utter those words. That's the worst thing. That's one of the worst things you can say. I'm sure there's this rule book of like, someone should make a book of like things not to say in an African household. Actually, I'm going to do that in one of my shows. Things not to say in an African household. So anyways, I said it, and my mom was like, you don't need to go to school, I'll drop you out. I never say I'm a kid. I'm like, my mom is telling me she's going to drop me out of school. Like, she's not going to pay my school fees. I'm going to be doing some roadside shit. And I'm like, my friends, everything. That was in my head. Anytime I think back to that day, I wish I was more courageous. I would have been like, okay. I would have stamped my foot on the ground. I'm like, okay, this is it. This is what I want to do. This is it. Put me on the streets. I don't care. Now that I think I would have probably gotten more whoopings. Like, I think she would have beat me more. She would have beat the shit out of me. So yeah, she said that. Okay, then again, I don't take it out of my mind because I don't know why parents, especially African parents, do this. They try to, they succeed with some of their kids. You convince them not to do what you tell them to do. My mom almost succeeded. I think my dad too almost tried. My dad was just the calm one. And my dad didn't like start focusing on me until later when I was in like high school. That's secondary school when we call it back home. So anyways, I still wanted to do music, but like, look, my mom was already like scared the shit out of me if I ever uttered those words anyway. So, but I was still like singing in primary school. And I remember when I entered high school, I think there's this thing like you always know what you want to do. There's just the attraction, and you can't help that attraction if you really want to do it. Like, you can't really help that attraction. And guys, like, I swear, I think that's why I keep on doing what I'm doing, because I've been doing this for so long. Like, stuff like this, even this radio, I'm attracted to stuff like this, and I can't help it. And when I do it, like, because I'm so passionate about anything I put my mind to, I always want to be the best bring out the best out of myself, So it was just like that. Like, I remember first year of high school. It's like, okay, I wasn't doing music that much, but first year of high school, I had the opportunity. Some of the friends you make in high school are your friends for life. Sometimes you guys don't talk again, but there's some you keep. Like, even if you go to college, go to university, like, they're your friends for life. You can still call them and you guys will still conversate like it's still like you guys were chilling yesterday. So yeah, first year of high school, what did I do? They were out of all the clubs I could join. I went to join the music club. But it was not just a music club really that I was playing instruments. It was called Jazz 38. That was a dope ass name. They eventually banned the club in my high school. So sad. But yeah, it was called Jazz 38. Where like Artists United, senior secondary school artists, every artist, like if you loved music, now that I'm thinking about it, some nostalgia right now, because that was actually like being in that environment so young, and first year of high school, it was so crazy because I didn't even think of it. I just loved music. So, and first year, me and my friend, and they were like, okay, you can come out and perform. If you're a rapper, you can come out and rap. If you sing, you can come out and sing. If you have a group, you can come out and sing. And you just register. And it was just that showcasing talent in the school. Shout out to those guys, the guys that created that club back then. That was an amazing thing to do. So it wasn't just like instruments. It was come and showcase yourself. And that's what we're doing. So first year, me and my friend Robert Duke, shout out to Robert Duke, we made music. Anyways, I want to skip ahead of this like story because it's family I'm talking about, not my background life. Anyways, but yeah, it was all that. So I've been doing music for years. Like, imagine my first year and I jumped back into music. Still never told my parents. And my parents, now, let's go back to family thing now. Me doing music, low key, still doing my thing, but also like trying to go through life and those school, high school phase and talking to your parents. And as you're going in high school, okay, conversations change. You will notice when they stop talking to you like a child. Like, for example, in high school, you reach a year, like when you're about to like leave for college and or university. So that's when the conversation starts entering, like, what do you want to do properly? Not even like play things. So all this while, before all that time, because my parents will be on this phase of like, look, my mom wanted me to be a pilot. For some weird reason, she wanted a pilot in the house. I don't know why. Never thought about flying a plane in my life. My mom was like, oh, you'll be a pilot. You're a pilot. I can see it. Pilot show it on. Like, she was always saying it. She could see it. I didn't see it. I was like, I don't know what this woman is talking about. But, oh, well. Anyway, she was putting it in my mind. So as I was growing, as they were trying to remove this music out of my head and whatever, I was exploring different things. I was exploring like, okay, at the point in my life, I actually thought I would be a lawyer, because like this good in talking. I didn't even used to read books. I don't know why I thought that. I used to read books like that. I don't know why I thought that. So at the point in my life, I thought I was a lawyer. So I remember this situation with my dad. My dad had one of his friends over and we were talking. She just released the book. My dad was the one that publicized the book. So she just released the book and we were conversating. I was like, hey, what do you want to be? And I told her, I've been thinking about the law. I want to be a lawyer. She was like, she's a lawyer too. This, that. Then anyways, we had the conversation. When she left, my dad called me. He was like, well, why did you lie to that woman? I was like, why did I lie to that woman? What do you mean, why did I lie to that woman? I didn't lie to that woman. I want to be I've been thinking about it. But he was like, but your mom has been telling me like you want to be a pilot. I'm like, I don't know what is that woman's problem with flying. Like, I never said I wanted to be a pilot. She's been the one putting it in my mouth, like since like pilot. Like she had a dream about, like, see, if you come from an African home, you cannot mess with an African woman's dream. If your mother says she dreamt about something, you might, that night, just know you are doing serious prayer or something like that. So it was like, my mom said you want to be like me, and in my head, I'm like, look at these people like, God, now wow. Like this one wants me to be a pilot. My dad is chilling. My dad would not say anything. My dad was waiting for me to go to college before he had the conversation with me. See, like I told you guys, I'm going to tell you guys a story. This is how like I've been like shuffling professions. Now, where I was on pilot, then I went to lawyers. Okay, I was on that lawyer phase for a bit, but still doing my music. Like, I didn't really think of music as a profession properly. I wanted to do it, but I wasn't really like focused on it. Like, okay, this is what I want to do. Let's fast forward ahead. My dad right now. Then my mom found a way. I don't know how she did it. Credit to my mom. She convinced me of being like the pilot thing. Yeah, I even had a dream. I think I had a dream I was flying the plane. I was like, oh, okay, I got that dream my mom did. So I was like, okay, this pilot thing might not be bad. I did my research on that piloting thing. I was like, okay, I'm a pilot, no problem. I didn't say anything for years. I've already been building myself. I've even been checking out aeronautic engineering, like to show how deep I was in it. Like I was going through all that phase of like professionals. Then I remember years later, I'm chilling with my dad and everybody in the family. Like my grandma was around, and they asked me like, what do you want to be? And I told them, a pilot. Pilot, they've been shouting since that you should be a pilot. I said, okay, I want to be a pilot. My dad loses it. Then I'm confused again. My dad loses it. It's like, how can you be a pilot? I thought all those times you were saying pilot, you were joking. I'm like, I was joking. How am I joking about a professional? Like, please elaborate. And it's like, you can go to piloting school for a year. That's not a true profession. I swear, when my dad said that, I was so confused. Like, piloting is not a true profession. Like, do you know how much they make? Bro, what are you saying? What are you saying, bro? Like, see now, from pilot to lawyer, back to pilot. When I finally accepted pilot, they did not want. See, family is a wonderful thing. They love you, but hey, there's a little bit of crazy in it. I won't lie. So, yeah, my dad was like, you can't be a pilot. My dad was so pissed at me, this, that. And I'm like, okay, because your parents put it in your head, like, you actually have to do what they say. If you don't do what they say, they won't be happy with you. Like, African parents are like that. They can guilt trip you, die. Like, they are the kings of guilt tripping. Oh my God. So, I remember my grandma called me and she was talking to me. She was like Pelumi, that's like, Pelumi is my name, you know. So she was like, do what your dad wants you to. You know, if they call your full name, which is Ayok Pelumi, so if they say Ayok Pelumi, so they want to talk to you. So they're like, do what your dad wants to say. Mind you, all this while my mom was quiet. You see, that's the funny thing. My mom, the person that has been pushing this pilot thing, did not say anything. She could not even defend me and say, okay, let it be she did not say shit. Nothing. Because obviously, my dad stamped his foot on that, like, I can't be a pilot. And this was years later. I've grown to, like, even love being a pilot. Like, I was studying a lot of aeronautic engineering on the side, just checking it out, saying no. So they were like, do what your dad. And I was so pissed, like, what do these guys want? Still doing music on the side, though. I could never, ever say in the mirror that I don't take music as a profession. Because of, like, African parents also know how to instill fear in you. You'll be afraid to have such conversations with your parents. Anyways, fast forward down the line again. This time was like, okay, I'm leaving high school for good now. And yes, pilot is off my mind. I was thinking about, like, I remember we were having a conversation in school, one of the teachers we were having. Then he was talking about geology. And I was talking about how much they make. To be honest, the money attracted me. So, and geologists, how much they make money and how their job is. It sounded so interesting. And I actually did my research, you know. I was like, oh, I could do this. I could make that money, you know. I could just be fixing things once in a while, you know. It made the job also sound easy at the same time, to be honest. Like, it just felt like you won't do a lot and you make a lot of money. So, fast forward that line again, I'm having this conversation with my family gathering again. My grandmas are there, everybody's there. And one of my uncles, I don't know who asked me again, like, what do you want to be? And I said I want to be a geologist. Yo, like, if you're on my life now, just like, my dad's reaction was, my dad just stretched out his hand, like, so fast. And it was like, my son. Yo, it was like, my son. That is a profession. I was like, wow. For real, bro. Like, for real. Like, yo. Like, I was like, geologist. I was like, that is a profession. I was like, okay, I see you, bro. And everybody's happy again. Like, my dad was happy. I guess if my dad is happy, everybody's happy. So I was on this geologist way for a bit. Then, you know, still never said I wanted to do music. Funny enough, the funny thing was, when I graduated high school, it was very funny because I've been doing music on the side and I knew I wanted to do it. Then my parents were at my graduation. Then I had this song with a couple of friends of mine. I did songs obviously when I was in school, recorded music. Oh, I used to like skip school a lot to record music. So I was chilling with my friends and during graduation, where everyone is seated, the school secretly planned like a performance to support. I don't think the school knew like I was on this song. Like my juniors, like it's SS3 and SS1. I think they were in SS1 or GS3 at that time. And I was always that guy. Like I was the guy they loved because I didn't look at them as juniors. I wanted to make music with everyone. Another story for that side. So I've made a couple of songs with them. So the school planned that they will perform at our graduation. The school set me up. Oh. It was fun. It was mad, but it was just, it was weird. I remember. So they came out and they started performing. Then everybody was saying AYO, AYO, AYO. And I'm like, ha, God. And my mom and dad were behind me, and I looked back. I was using one eye to look back. I'm like, hey, it's not my name. They're calling. No, they're like AYO. Because it's like, are they calling your name? I said, no, it's not. I actually lied to my mom straight up and dad, like in front of them, and they're calling my name. I said it is not me. It's not my name. They're calling. Like this music I've been hiding since. Like these guys are going to. What's going on? And these guys started performing. Then they did the worst thing. I was like, I gave them eye, like, don't come to this table. They did not, like, they didn't see me. So they came, and while they were performing, when it was reaching my turn, They just gave me the mic. They just put the mic in my phone like this. Yo, that 5 seconds break I took, like looking back between my parents, I was like, Omo, it's a do or die thing now. I just said, fuck it. Took off my jacket, rolled up my sleeves, picked up the mic. Yo, that was the maddest graduation I could have ever planned for. And my parents were shocked because when I took, everybody started shouting that, hey, this. My parents were like, in my head I didn't care that time. Then after, my dad was looking at me, so you sing? I say, like, yes, I do music, like I do music for, and it was cool at that point, man. I think my dad was just, with the heat of the moment I'm graduating, it was also cool with it. It was like mad. I did my performance, it was mad. It was actually mad. Coming to college again. Like I'm telling you, family is crazy. Africa Press are crazy. Like, I'm not even going to lie. I love them, but hey, it's still mental. So I was getting a few gigs here and there. And low-key, my dad was not telling me how much it was annoying him. Like, he did not want that music thing for me, to be honest. And he was like, yo, this guy, I thought it was a hobby because I'll go out, I'm like, I have a show I want to do. I'm going for a show. I want to make this person. I want to make some connects, do this. So he was trying to be, allowing me, but he still wanted to know, like, okay, but you're still going to go to school and study this, right? Like, so I had to put them on that, okay, I'm going to go to school and do this. But yeah, this music is part of me and everything. And it was just like that. And as I grew on communication with my family and I was talking, I just told them, look, I've done this right now, but like I really want to focus on my music, which is what I did. Like I didn't realize it at the time, even when I was going through school, because I studied oil and gas engineering eventually. If you see the funny thing, how many professions I shuffled, and I eventually studied oil and gas engineering. So I told them I want to focus on my school. I want to do another degree in sound engineering, stuff like that, and focus on my music. And we had that conversation. My dad was like, how can you? I remember when I was talking to him on the phone, I was like, how can you say you want to do something you have not been doing for years? I'm like, bruh, I've been doing it for years. You just didn't know, like, straight up, like, you just didn't know. And I was like, okay, cool. And right now, he's just cool with it. Like, he's cool with it. He conversates. He sends me music all the time. My dad will be sending me Naira Marley music. Be sending music like, he heard my last song and he was like, you need to do Afro beats and stuff like that. And, that's crazy because like that's where the conversation is built to. It's like family is just a bunch of people, like also with their own emotions. They're like they're your personal persons, they're your close friends, They will support you eventually no matter what. As long as they're actually being serious about putting in that work, because that's what you need to do. You have to also show them that okay, this is what you want to do and allow them trust you with that. So and it's just that with my parents. We went through all that back and forth. For them, like went through all this roundabout, and for them to finally say, okay, you could do music. It's sometimes they don't understand, and I feel like, to be honest, it was even my fault at the same time. I was hiding it. Some people don't hide what they do. Some people are actually stubborn, like straight up, and they will fight for what they need to do, and it helps them. That's why some people have that, like, at least their own road is not different. We are not all on the same road. But like if you have a head start, obviously you're gonna be ahead. Like that one is straight up. Forget about people saying like it's time, your time will come. No, it's just the sooner you get on that engine on saying I want to move forward, the better it is for you. Obviously you're gonna face hiccups in life here and there, but hey, that's the movement, that's the journey. So, and that's what family is there for. Family is there to support you. Like right now, the support from my parents are crazy. In my life, I actually never thought I would receive the support from my parents. I never thought me and my dad would be talking about music, and my dad would be sending me music, and I'd be telling him like, okay, do this like this. That's his own way of showing that I support you, I love you, this one. My dad does my dad used to help me with some of my artworks. Like even when I used to do it, I plan events also on the side. So he's the one that makes my artwork. It's that communication, like, that is what your family is for. And you have friends too that grow into family. I have few friends that I could call my family, like that I could call anytime and we'll conversate it, and it's like we're planning the future. I think those are the people you should call your family, like people you conversate with and you're planning your future together. It's not just about like chilling. It's not just about like, okay, let's chill. I'm going to chill with this person. That's fine. You have those friends, but family is a lot of things. Family is growth, because like I said, for you to reach family status for me, like we must have reached that level, like of like of chilling. We have this deep connection that nobody has. Like something personal would have happened to me or you, and you could experience that with me, and you could share that with me. It's also about sharing stories, like sharing feelings, and everybody think hard guy, but to be honest, your friends should know who you love. If you get what I'm saying. If I like a girl right now, and I really like the girl, I know the friends that know. Like me, I'll say that I like this girl. I know the friends that if I'm telling you that one, we are really close. You're probably family to me. Like I'm even serious. If I can tell you, like I really like a girl, like we are that close. Like I'm into and I'm asking you how to get this girl or something. If it's that deep, or if what else? I don't know. It could be anything for you guys. It could be like this friend will call you up and say like, "Hey, are you hungry?" Like that kind of thing is family movement. Like if you're just my friend, I probably would. I will not lie. I am not calling you for shit. But like it doesn't mean like I don't respect our friendship or anything. It's just okay. For us to reach a certain level, we have to build it, and that's the same thing with my family. My parents and I didn't actually see eye to eye from the very beginning, like which is also my fault because of a bit of confusion. I was allowing them get to my head, which low-key is their fault too for trying to confuse. But like I said, it's that attraction, music and me. We were always attracted to each other. We kept on like connecting, and I had a very good friend that was on the same path with me, and we kept pushing ourselves, and we're still pushing ourselves. And obviously, we're going to get to where we're going to get in the nearest future. And, I don't know what family is like for you. Some of us, like, our family, the people that gave birth to us, we can't really call them family. It's just a name because they gave birth to us. Like, I know people like that. I know people that don't trust, their family isn't that close to them like that. I know people that their mom isn't that close, or their dad or their brothers they can't trust their brothers or their uncles. Let's not even go extended now, because if we're talking extended, yes, I don't really fuck with anybody extended from my side. My uncle's not like that. All love, but I don't think we're on that level of like, I think it's family by the name because it's your uncle. You can't do anything about it. But family should have that deeper meaning of love and connection, that love, connection, and understanding and supporting you no matter what. It's like, you could do the worst things, which I did, but they'll still forgive you. You understand? Because it's not just saying I love you. It's that connection. You guys have been through a lot. You guys have been together. They want to show you that they really love you. They will show you, because that's love. Love is doing the worst things, and that person can still look at you and say, okay, I know you know to get sense, so you stupid small, but hey, I got you. Like I got you, and you would appreciate stuff like that. That's why you have friends that go to family, because that's what friends are about. Your friends will see you for like your stupid self, your funny self. They'll see the best in you basically, and they'll keep on helping you no matter what. Because to be honest, they accept you for who you are, and that's family accepting you for who you are and helping you whenever they choose to. They can help you. I have people cannot call their, like I said, fathers and mothers family. They can call their friends family. People are closer to their friends more than their family, because to be honest, the way their friends have helped them, you can't imagine, like more than their family ever did. Like there are a lot of things I learned from meeting people that I never learned from my family, and I'm not ashamed to say that. It's just that personal growth. It's growth. You need to accept some things. You can't just don't be trapped in that situation saying that, okay, because this person is my mother or father, I have to do what they say. No, like you don't have to do. If you are trapped there and you make them think like, okay, this is how it's going to be, and you make them believe that when you try to break out, they always think it's a demon that possessed you, especially African parents. They'll say, the devil has entered you. You need prayer, you need deliverance. If you are going, and that happens a lot to a lot of people when they leave the country. Because when you go abroad, it's like you experience new things that you haven't seen back home. Straight up from you. Like a lot of things I experienced here, I did not see shit when I was back home. I did those shit. You can't just know the international lifestyle just by watching TV. Let me put it like that. And if you've never traveled before, So it was that experience and that journey of me going outside, learning more things. I'm like, I have been scammed back home. Like we have a lot of do's and don'ts. Like, for example, like I have two pierced ears. Like right now, because of the way I am now, I don't really care. Like, my parents know, like, they've seen it. I know I'm not hiding anything from anybody. If they have a problem with it, I'll just tell them, like, look, I'm doing it now. I like it right now. I might not like it in the future because, hey, I don't know. It can be a phase, but right now, currently, I fuck with it. So if you don't like it, to be honest, with all due respect, because it's still all due respect, man. Like, it's still the family. I don't care. Like, and you shouldn't too. I don't know if I'm communicating with anyone. You get to anyone out there that needs this, but you guys should learn that communication with your family. You know, I think last week I spoke about conversating. I should have added this. Conversating with your family is also very important. And also stamping your ground. If you have stubborn parents that don't understand, if you are doing something you like and you think your parents do not like and you're afraid to tell them, to be honest, just have that conversation with them. I promise you, they will still love you. They might not understand it immediately, but trust me, they'll still love you. Like, they will still love you. That's what I learned. I learned that the hard way. It's not even like I used to be so afraid to have that conversation with my dad about I'm going to do. I remember when I was conversing, the way I was shaking. The way I was shaking, it felt like high school when I wanted to tell that first girl I really liked her, like, a stuff like that. Like, that feeling, my heart was beating, my palms were sweating, like, because it was like, I'm coming to the end of this, my degree, and I can't imagine. Do you know how long it took me to tell my parents, like, I want to focus on music? I've released songs my parents don't know online. I've done this. I've invested money in this. I used to, when I was in high school, I used to miss school a lot. Like, they didn't even know shit. I used to miss school a lot to record music. A lot. Like, my absentee list was long. So it's like, you know how long it took me to have that conversation with them. And when I finally had that conversation and I discovered that they couldn't do anything, I was just like, yo, like, what was the problem since? You know, once you break the ice, you just wonder, like, why was it so hard? So family is a funny thing. Like, so I'm not going to say, okay, your parents might react the same, but even if they don't react like mine did, and maybe they will say that I'm going to disown you, my guy, someone loves you out there, and I swear your parents still love you. Probably at the moment they just don't get it, and you can't even blame them for that. Because, for example, back home, my parents are brought up on that lifestyle, and that's it. Because they were brought up the lifestyle, that is what they are going to use to train their own kids, which is what they used to train me. You know, the way they understood it is how they do it. They might have tried to do it better, but it was still, you know, let me put it every generation is a new era, so things are obviously going to change. People were going to be more stubborn. There's always that thing that your kids will be more stubborn than you. You know, they'll be worse. They'll do worse things than the people say that thing. So, hey, be careful about what you're doing out there. Anyways, so I don't blame them. I actually don't even blame my parents a lot for, like, okay, for how they were thought. Like, my mom and dad were brought up different. You know, two different households. A lot of things. Like, you're talking of people that were brought up inside families that different religions. Like, a lot of things, and you know, and their lifestyle. My dad is an artist, became an advertising executive. My dad, when I told my dad I wanted to be a geologist back then, he actually told me that he wanted to be a geologist. And that's why I was so happy when I told him, because it was like, yo, like, my son is living the dream I could not, like, you know, I could not live, and all that one. So that made him really happy. Sadly, I'm doing music. And the funny thing is, again, telling him I'm doing music, I'm not getting conversations like my dad used to be a DJ. So, like, the music thing is even in the blood, if you think about it and all that. Who knows? If my dad took DJ seriously, he might have been one of the biggest. Who knows? I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, sometimes you can't blame people, yeah, for not understanding because of the way they were brought up or of what they experienced in life. You know, if your parents really struggled and it took them a very long time to, you know, get where to where, and their mentality is like that, which is anybody. You can't. It's going to be hard to change their mentality because. At the same time, they'll be looking at you like, look at this kid. What has he really experienced in this life for him to tell me, like, okay, this is what's best for him? Which is what's wrong with most of... I don't think that mentality is right, but, hey, I don't blame them at all. It happens. But you have to gradually, like, understand. And when I mean gradually understand, it's not like always constantly explain yourself to them, because me, I don't do that. Before I even have conversations with my parents, I've probably done what's on my mind, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I've probably done... I don't wait. I'll do what's on my mind first. Then we can backlash, let's receive it later, or not really backlash, let's have that conversation later. Because I don't want anyone to change my mind, if you know what I'm saying. Because if I make up my mind, okay, I'm doing this. I don't want anyone to change up my mind. You can tell me after that we can have that conversation of, okay, this is what you did. But it's like, okay, at least as a man, as a woman, you should know what you want to do. So you should do that thing first. Even when you're communicating with my friends, I do that a lot with my friends. Before I do anything, like I'll make that decision myself because it's me. I have to know what I like, what I want, to separate from like other people putting their own thoughts or their own perception of life into my, because we're friends doesn't mean we see things the same way. I've talked about this, but the funny thing is, on speaking the truth, that's what it's all about. Conversations like this tend to repeat itself because everything links around itself. I think this world we're living, this life we're living, a lot of things we do is like centered around itself, if that makes sense. So it's like family. Family is, I don't know what family is what your family is to you guys. Maybe your family is not even your dad and your mom. You might not have some of you might not have fathers or mothers anymore in your life. May their souls rest in peace. I still love you guys. But your friends, you call them family, the friends that you call, that you talk to and you conversate with, that, will just tell you what you need to do. And you guys understand who you call family. And really understand. I have few people I call family, to be honest. Shout out to all my friends out there. But like that in my family status, I think they're just four, to be honest. I think the four know themselves. I don't even need to explain to talk too much on that. But like, obviously I have a lot of friends, close friends that I respect and love too, just as well. But family is like, they've done that sacrifice that, to be honest, nobody can understand and nobody needs to know. That's the beauty of it. Nobody needs to know. It's just that conversation between you and that person. Is that understanding, because that person will understand that for them to do something so mad for you, or for them to think about you, is like you would do the same to them. You understand? It's friendship. It's that bond. It's that connection. It's so crazy. Sometimes you meet people and you will never plan like in life, like, okay, this is where this person would me and this person would never be friends. You don't plan all these things. You just meet people. And I think that's like nature's way of like, or this life way of working, of like you just linking up with your people. So obviously you go through the bad cycle of, you go through bad friends. You see how people are. You eventually see how people are. You go through all that phases of whatever. But it's crazy that that you met a couple of years ago, that you probably just conversated with just for the sake of conversating with, evolved to be more than your friend, evolved to be someone like you could even tell, like, if your family calls now, like my mom, when she calls, she talks about my friends. Like she knows the people I hang with. Like she knows and I said 4 people, and I'm not even lying. Those 4 people, she constantly asks about them. Like it's not even, and I didn't even tell my mom that this is my close friend, this is my family. Like she knows, cause like if she knows when I'm chilling with them, she knows like if I need help, like they're the people I probably link up. I just say their name a lot. So this 4, she's always constantly, because I've never mentioned any name to her again. So when all those 4 names, she knows them. She's always asking like, "Hey, God bless them. Hope they are okay. I hope all you guys are doing okay." And it's just like that. Like those are my bros. Those are my sis. Like I said. So like those are the people that like, okay, my mom constantly asks about, and is this, and I'm sure you guys have that too. It's like my secondary family, and you have your main family. And the beauty of it all is you have a lot of love around you. You need to surround yourself around with love. It's that energy that keeps you going. I'm on this phase right now that I'm on this energy, and I don't want anything to put my energy down, because I want to reach this place. So because I'm on this energy, I'm trying to constantly pass that energy towards anyone that I feel close to. You understand? Because there's a lot of love around me, and I'm going to share it around too. So there's no time for any energy, and it's like, even when I'm conversating with my parents will be like, I see like you're conversating different. Yeah, I'm just like, I was talking to someone like a few days ago, and I was like, oh, you sound really good. I'm like, yo, to be honest, I'm good. Like my mind is clear. I'm not even thinking about too much things. I'm just focused on my ambitions right now, And guys, that is what you need. You need family. You need that love. If sometimes you might think like things are tough here. Things are tough. It's because, to be honest, I think maybe you might need to change your circle. Family is another type of circle. Like, your friend circle should be. If you have friends that you chill with, that's fine. Those people that you chill with, I don't think you need to consistently chill with them, because I don't think that's what we're meant to do on this life. We're not meant to be pleasing anybody and everything. Even when it comes to family, we don't need to talk. But you need to surround yourself with people that will actually help your goal and your vision. Because if you're chilling with people and your conversations are not about growing together, or how are we moving forward, or how can we help your career, or how, because your family has to believe in you. You are believing yourself. But like me, I'm someone that like right now, all I just want is support. I don't want anything. Like, I just want, the only thing you can be telling me is keep going. Like, to be honest, personally, the only thing you can tell me that will make me happy is just leave me alone. I swear, like right now, leave me alone. That's the phrase. Leave me alone, because I'm already in my working phase. You can't motivate me more than, and that's why I'll just appreciate the edge of saying, bro, just keep going and keep striving. I will appreciate that more than anything right now. And anyhow you want to help me, basically, I will appreciate it, because that's what I'm on. But yeah, I don't need any like, you need to do this. I don't want anybody telling me what to do right now, to be honest, because I don't know, I'll take it as an insult. I'm sorry, but that's me. Because I feel like I'm putting in enough energy, and I'm always on that constant reminder that I need to work hard. So my family right now is the people I hang around with. That's how they're supporting me. Like, I have that conversation with my mom. Like, sometimes I'm at a radio station, I'm doing this. My mom is always giving me that energy of like, keep going. Like, she'll pray for me like, yo, keep going. And don't worry, God will reward your hard work and success. And because I have that conversation with my family, my mom a lot, we talk a lot. And when I'm telling her this is what I'm doing, I know that I'm trying to get this. I'm working. I'm doing a little work on the side. Like, I tell her everything. I don't even hide anything from her. Even my dad, so I don't hide anything from them. So, but all they say is keep going, just keep striving, and just remember you can do more. And it's always that back of my mind, like, I can do more, and there's no pressure from that side. So if I'm chilling with friends and my friend is giving me unnecessary pressure, to be honest, I would distance myself, because I'm wondering, like, look, like, I don't need unnecessary pressure right now. Unless you're blind to, you're not really my. If your friends can't see what you're doing, I think they are blind to it, or if they don't understand, I think there's something wrong with that your circle. Is either they're blind to you, or something wrong with that circle. Because first of all, I feel, guys, even to your family, always this is from explaining yourself. Because I think anybody that wants you to explain yourself wants to know what you are doing. And I don't think anybody really needs to know what you are doing. All people just need to know is you're putting in the work. Or actually, screw the people or screw anybody. Like, anybody that makes you explain yourself, there's a question mark there. To be honest, I'm like that too. There's a question mark there. There's a way, conversations are key, words are key. There's a way you communicate that you can let that person know that all you mean is love. If you get what I'm saying, all you mean is support. But there's a way that can come out to be like, bro, that didn't come out, I don't know what you're applying, but that didn't come out that way. That came out like, hey, bro, can't you see? Like, like, can't you see? It's like, if you're taking a break and you're doing what you're doing constantly, and no one should look at you. Anybody that looks at you that like you don't have a plan, there's a question mark, especially if you're carrying yourself with that energy. It means they're not respecting you as a person, or they're not appreciating you as a friend. But like I said, that's this one. I'm saying friends, family, my family, not people that are my family. I don't feel that way around them, and you shouldn't feel that anywhere around them. You don't give the names to family just anyhow. Like, the people I call family, they haven't necessarily spoken to my mom or dad or anybody, but like, my mom knows them. So like, my mom is a prayerful person. She sends me prayers every morning. Like, if I don't talk to her for a while, we can talk and she'll be cruising. I think that's a relationship with mothers, mothers and sons. That special love and special connection. My dad is like, we talk, what's up, what's good, you good? Alright. And me and my dad's relationship is the funniest shit ever. Like, it was something that wasn't tight before, because my dad was all about the tough love. I think I told you guys a story earlier in one of my shows where my dad, it was my 9-year-old birthday, 9-year-old birthday, whatever. It was that birthday. And my dad was like, they don't celebrate you don't celebrate your 9-year-old birthday. I'm like, what do you mean I don't say? I know when you're in primary school, you want to like, there's this thing they do back home. I don't know if they do it. Probably they do it. If it's your birthday, there's a uniform everyone is wearing. But that day, you are the only one allowed to wear mufti and look good. You being the only one allowed to wear mufti. That day you are always prepping for it, and you have cake, you have like this party pass you're going to give your friend, and your friends are going to sing to you. So your friends singing to you, you're just going to be like, okay, it's my turn, it's my day, I can't wait, let's go, what's popping? So my dad was like, hey, you're not celebrating this 9-year-old birthday. And I'm like, bro, yesterday, do you know how I had dreams about probably the girl I was crushing on in my primary school was going to look at me like, hey, Ayo, you look good. Like, hey, you know, all those type of things. I was anticipating it. And he said, look, you don't celebrate your 9-year-old birthday. I'm like, bro. Anyways, my mom went out of her way. She disobeyed my dad's orders. I was like, okay, let's not do anything. Let him just go to school like a normal day, which I still don't. Till today, I think I need to call my dad to explain why he did that to me. Anyways, so my mom did all that, and okay, she made him believe everything was Gucci. I was so sad that day. I didn't wear my mufti, but guess what my mom did? My mom secretly planned cakes, bought cake, bought party pass. I couldn't wear mufti, but hey, she made sure I did like have fun that day and enjoy myself. But at the same time, my dad being dad, found out about it, came to the school, and I think my dad was just pissed that we went behind him. And he reacted in a way I probably think till today I don't think he should have done that, because he came to my school and he took away all my party packs and stuff like that. And that day I remember I cried, like I'm like, why this guy hates me? Like, this guy hates me. That was what was in my head, that this old man hates me. And I was so pissed. Like I said, I still don't understand why I did that. He could have just allowed that one. It wasn't anything special. But hey, maybe that is what shaped me to be. That's what shaped me to be who I am or who I'm going to be. I don't know. Maybe it's something I'm supposed to understand in the future. I don't agree with it anyways right now. But yeah, it's that. And my dad loves me. I remember even coming back home that day to his office, because it was on like he sent someone to come and pick me from his office, and he took me to his office, and I was scared to go and see, because like my mom still roped me into this disobeying thing. Now I was like, yo, I'm in trouble. I didn't even say anything. My dad was just like, hey, he's not mad at me. Even the party pack, we flexed it together. Like he was like, take some stuff, eat, we chilled together at his office. And he straight up told me that his my mom is pissed at me. It's not me. But it's that energy, guys. It's just that thing of family. Family is just, your family might be the craziest people you know, but I swear you love them. You love them like what like what you don't know. You won't even explain the feeling with your family. Like, they might be the ones that do the craziest of craziest things. But to be honest, if there's anybody or anyone you could go back to it's them. It's like that circle. Your circle is your circle. You have a family circle, and you have that extended family circle, which is your friends. And you know, like, okay, it can even be your uncle. Like me personally, it's not my uncles or any extended. Oh shit, I forgot. My grandma. Oh, I love my grandma so much. And like I said, it could be your grandma too. My grandma is also my mom. It's my, she's a mother too. So you gotta love your grandmom. I learned a lot from my grandmom. I learned a lot. I think after this, I should give her a call. It's been a while. I learned a lot from my grandmom, and she takes a special. I think if my grandmom passes away eventually, it's good. It's gonna, like, I'm gonna be really hard, but I love her. I love her. I can't even express that. See, words can't describe it. And it's just that family to me. Everyone in my family is love, and it's people like, sometimes I remember, like, even my final year when I was feeling so stressed out, like, for my final year project, because some of my professors were giving me a tough time and everything. I just needed to come talk to someone, and first person was my mom. I just had to call her, like, look, woman, maybe I'm stressed, and she just told me, like, yo, you need to keep fighting. And she straight up like toughened me back up, like, bro, you sound like in her own words, like, she didn't say it like that, but you sound like a bitch. You sound like you're whining. Like, you shouldn't sound like you're whining. You're a man. take off the stress, take off the pain. And that's what she told me. I was like, okay, this woman has reset my brain back again. I don't know what I was thinking before. And she sent me back, okay, that's what you should be doing, this, that. I was like, okay. I'm back. We could do this. I could fight. You know, she gave me that energy. Like, she saw that I was stepping, and she gave me back the energy. Come on, like, well, you don't be sound like that. Don't do those things. And that was it. And that's what family is. People around you that you call your family, they should give you support like that. It's like, if they see in the moment of weakness, they should give you that strength you need. You know, they shouldn't allow you to still be weak, to be honest. They should tell you, like, okay, you can do this. You are a champion. Like, bro, fight. It's that energy you need around yourself. Right now, that energy is what I surround myself with. I don't even play about it. That's why, to be honest, for you to come into my life right now and try and, like, do anything, you can't. I'm on this, like, greatness path, and I'm like, greatness would be so disappointed with me if I slacked, if you get what I'm saying. So I just have to keep moving and keep striving, and I'm just not going to stop. It's not going to happen. And it's family. So right now, we're talking for a bit, guys. We're talking about family. I'm going to take a break right now. I'm going to leave you guys with some music, some good music from Afrobeats 100. And of course, it's your favorite host. It's YOTAN. So, you know, and this is Speaking the Truth. Guys, I'll be back. So listen to some music right now. This is DJ Neptune, ex-Latin English teacher.
The mechanism of the metaphorical circumstances is not what you think I can afford. Greatness, your move. Greatness, your move. Greatness, your move. Outer space beat. Greatness, your move. Greatness, your move. Greatness, your move. What is the need? Oh, too much drama. When you don't get the money, you don't get rapper. What is the need? Oh, too much drama. Despite the grammar, you don't get rapper. English teacher. To collect money for bank, no be per grammar. Money I go Ipo, Moshudo go Ipo, Obama eta Ogowo, Odeni Wale Solido. Any jalo mowe, any mowe lo mowe, jeje sini sesede ni wọ́n pe keja fún mi mowe. Iwe lo gbọ́ Yorùbá, Teddy Flamor gbọ́ Hausa, Jay-Z ò gbọ́ Igbo, ọ̀rọ̀ English wo lo Abaka. Òyìnbó kan lè rí gbọ́, MONEY, money. Tó bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ wo, àlàyé mi máa bó kọ́ ni. English teacher. You can do better. English teacher. You can lay money for bank, no be per grammar. Mo fẹ́ quantitative, mo fẹ́ verbal. English teacher sọ pé mi lè make it pay my di baba. Ayẹyẹ yìí ó bàbá bí gbogbo kú. Òyìnbó làwọn gbọ́ èmi gbowó táwa ní pàlú. Bẹ́tí àgà, lórí títọ́ lọ́jà. English teacher fẹsẹ̀ ṣàmùpàwọ́ mẹ́kọ́ lọ́jà. Bẹ́tí àgà, lórí títọ́ lọ́jà. English teacher fẹsẹ̀ ramazini kẹwàá gbà. Sounds of
Hallelujah, boys. Hallelujah, boys. Hello, mommy. I think you need to pray for me. Everything when you say make I not do. If I reach a go, I ain't my con they do. I don't dey smoke the po, I don't to go love on the show. Hello, mommy, can you hear me? Hello, mommy. I know say something they wrong with me. I know say this man yourself not be me. But I not come nowhere, I live the real me. Hello, mommy. I met another life where I think say na better life. We dey smoke, they blow, they laugh. When now see me, see my life. Hello, mommy. Waiting, they worry me, sir. Mommy, I don't know, waiting, they worry me. Waiting, they worry me, sir. Mommy, I don't know, waiting, they worry me. Stop crying now. Waiting, they worry me, sir. Mommy, I don't know, waiting, they worry me. Sorry, ma. Waiting, they worry me. Mommy, I don't know, waiting, they worry me. Man, sorry, man. All my friends, you will be say, all of us, they gather day under the sun, under the rain. Small money come, I not gon' ask them, say how they did. They help me push my motor when my motor down. Now I drive past them, I not even wind down. Not go blame anybody, now me get tattoo for body. Leave a draw for my body, because now me give them body. Amami emere modi gejiro muchemu odi kisi na bakam odi kaburo momwem mommy ogini nevem. Hello mommy. Hello mommy. I think you need to pray for me. Everything when you say make I not do. If I reach a go, I am a come they do. I don't dey smoke the po, I don't to go love on the show. Hello mommy. They like it, guess where talk on get the biggie waste. No be small money, now we day, yeah, the waste. Bad things, it on the sweetie, pass it chocolate. Mommy pray for me before to get sense go late. Waiting, they worry me, sir. Mommy, I don't know, waiting, they worry me. Waiting, they worry me, sir. Mommy, I don't know, waiting, they worry me. Stop crying now. Waiting, they worry me, sir. Mommy, I don't know, waiting, they worry me. Sorry, man. Waiting, they worry me. Mommy, I don't know, waiting, they worry me. Man, sorry. Another fit to stay, another go. Another fit to stay without no show. If not medicine, I don't take a overdose. And the thing, they worry me.
Swaps.
And this network on this you go. Mommy, I don't know what's they worry me. Don't cry, I will come. Thank you for banking with us. Baby, baby, nile, oh nile, baby, oh
gas, kudu bambos, otibo, kudu go, skopu tu mara, skopu tu mara, sakini sakiti setio, sakini setio, sakini sakiti setio, sakini setio, pakpa omuya pakpanyo, pakpa omuya pakpanyo, bangbe iliye bangbenyo, bangbe iliye bangbenyo. Yami yami osumiti, yami yami osumiti, yami yami osumiti, yami yami osumiti. Lami lami kokomiti, lami lami kokomiti, lami lami kokomiti, lami lami kokomiti. Oh, she get the bread, amuni kon kolo fi show. She get the bread, amuni kon kolo fi show. Jaka bigi waist, any sukole jari dio, any sukole jari dio. Bas, hey, bos, Sikira gas, koduno babos, otibo, koduno go, skopu tu mara, hey, skopu tu mara, seki mauna noli, seki wadi one for me, seki wadi one for me, Sikira gas, he dey try just to get me, Babu Obame. I'm you, Babu Obane. I'm you, Yala je pizza, ka ofimu. Kole kumi loru, kole kumashile. Depending you all over, you leave me all over. Like mama Seki gbagbe sikira o. Gas goes, rose glass. Sikira gas, koduro babos, otibo, koduro boko.
I tell you wine, I make her rock your body. I tell you wheel, I make her rock your body. I tell you wine, baby girl, make her rock your body. Oh yeah, come make her rock your body. I tell you wine, come make her rock your body. I tell you wheel, come make her rock your body. I tell you wine, baby girl, make her rock your body. Oh yeah. Today I wanna really make it down. I wanna dance. Okay, oh. My baby says she no go ever leave me till I get money. Okay, oh. So tonight I really wanna give her all the fun. Nigga done, nigga show I say my love, you don't pass money. International loving, love when you make me funny. Love when nobody feel stop. Baby love with a different style. Oh, you're international loving, yeah. Love when they make me happy. Love when they cool my tempo. Love with a different style. I tell you wine, I make her rock your body. I tell you wheel, I make her rock your body. I tell you wine, baby girl, make her rock your body. Oh yeah, I make her rock your body. I tell you wine, I make her rock your body. I tell you wheel, I make her rock your body. I tell you wine, baby girl, make her rock your body. Oh yeah, she call me Mr. Lava. She one day by my side, oh. You tell me nobody bother, yeah. Star boy number one, oh yeah. International loving, love when you make me funny. Love when nobody feel stop. Baby love with a different style. Oh, you're international loving, yeah. Love when they make me happy. Love with the cool my tempo. Love with a different style. Come make her rock your body. Baby girl, make her touch your body. Oh yeah.
Abinibi atosability.
Ayo, Jomo, Bills, man to the bill of the job. Ain't no stopping. Ayo, Jomo, man to the ain't no stopping.
All my women with the best hair. All my niggas with me, yes, yeah. All my haters, see you next year. One list song. All the million. All the ice on the neck. All the golden teeth. All the cash in the bank. Abinibi atosability. 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 from nothing to something. 10 million for shopping now is nothing. We got to push your operate industry model. There's a good day model change. Ability to see ability. I'm a root up in my 12 year guilty. Oh, I Yankee on me, let it see. I want to be no, God. Where you do it is no joke before. I'm a team of power, tell it to go. I'm a trouble, I'm a tell it. See on your mind, this is all. Ability at us ability. 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 Neon Sarah Cheeks, Afro movement, SEF. D-Block, ABJ, Poco, Leo, Gada, yeah. Beats for me, beats, Poco for one hits. Beats for me, beats, Poco for one hits. Beats for me, beats, Poco for one hits. Beats for me, beats, Poco for one hits.
I'ma no let them tell you nothing. You know go cost you nothing to go low, low. The way you move for me, you must be in low, low. Cause I can read your mind and I know you fair. I'm right here and I see your eyes. I know it's clear. I'm right here. Give me one reason tonight. Oh my love. Oh tonight. Give me one reason tonight. Oh my love. Oh tonight.
Your body language misleading it. Your body language misleading it. Give me a reason. Body language may be misleading. Is it no, so is it free for free? Tonight's the night, I'll need it done. Designer a house of CB, your fashion's always in season. Island where you stay, may you come London where I can read your mind. You can read my mind. That's what's led us here. Girl, you be my type, and I be your type. That's what's kept us here.
I'ma no let them tell you nothing. You know go cost you nothing to go low. The way you move for me, low, low. Cause I can read your mind and I know you fair. I'm right here and I see your eyes. I know it's clear. I'm right here. Give me one reason tonight. Oh my love. Oh tonight. Give me one reason tonight. Oh my love. Oh tonight.
Body language misleading it.
Exclusive at whatupniger.com.
Aye. Emi sọ̀kalẹ̀, bílẹ̀ sọ̀kalẹ̀. Kapa ìjùmọ̀rẹ́ ti pa àkọ́ntọ́rí tètè wá. Aye. Oya, when I wake up in the morning. Mo dúpẹ́ fórí Ọlọ́run, it wasn't really funny. Kí tó gbà débi. When I wake up in the morning. Mo dúpẹ́ fórí Ọlọ́run, it wasn't really funny. Kí tó gbà débi. Ọ̀tá ìbá yọ mí o. Ṣé bí àdúrà mọ́mísí àti pọ́mísí mi máa ló yọ mí o. Ọ̀tá ìbá yọ mí o.
ṣé bí àdúrà mọ̀ sí àti pọ̀ sí mi ló yọ mí o kí tó pàdé mi.
Them say love when I want it. Now so this is yeah, yourself gon' beat it. I join nigga any of them low. Tipa la mafia karata bajaja we koko. Every day love is shadura. Kije so to akoma jawa ni koni nepa mama kanowa. Chance of blessing like we. Ojo ti ku palawa to every time to jobaro. On my lika to for and I want build this legacy for my family. Before I come up for us, I promise that they go proud of me. Just when you come up buckle laying ya ko sell me. Latini work with just mo go to the picky calling me. Up in the morning. Mo dúpẹ́ for your love, it wasn't really funny. Kí tó bá débi, when I wake up in the morning. Mo dúpẹ́ for your love, it wasn't really funny. Kí tó bá débi, ọ̀tá ìbá yọ mí o. Ṣé bí àdúrà mọ̀ sí àti pọ̀ sí mi mà ló yọ mí o. Ọ̀tá ìbá yọ mí o. Ṣé bí àdúrà mọ̀ sí àti pọ̀ sí mi ló yọ mí o. Kí tó pàdé mi. Wo èmi rè mo wá dẹni tó wá bẹ́sẹ̀ mi rè èmi rè mo wá dẹni tó wá fẹ́ṣẹ̀ mi rè ọmọlẹ̀ tó lu agogo fún ẹni bínú ẹ sọ fún polongo ni kò fílẹ̀ mo wá sùn tọ̀sọ́tò nínú tuntun lóru kó lè dá fún mi kí n máa bọ̀kọ́ ní rárá kò kí ṣòun mo ti fresh tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n ní ó ṣòun àwọn alábòsí àwọn gbé bòun and I want build this legacy for my family before I come up for us I promise that they go proud of me Jésù nìkan mo gbọ́kànlé lẹ́yìn ẹ kò sẹ́lómi Látìní wọn gbé Jésù mo gbé tó dẹ́ bí kíkọ́lé mi. ọ̀tá ìbá yọ mí o ṣé bí àdúrà mọ̀ sí àti pọ̀ sí mi mà ló yọ mí o. ọ̀tá ìbá yọ mí o ṣé bí àdúrà mọ̀ sí àti pọ̀ sí mi ló yọ mí o kí tó pàdé mi.
Honorable PK, Yummy Blaze, Rodonisa. It's been a long way coming, scenario of a traveler. Oh, well, I just feel like Pakilo, I did Tomba, Jacko Jamida, Timoshin, gonna be what I da. Our poverty, la shayori, Jamida, Ibariba, or meeting Benakoja proper, or the dues we are don't pay, they go refund jam. Never to be caught off guard. Jadilak or the only rapper, we mother rapper, we just a network. Jomo.
I'm real. Listen. Whoa. Soldier go, soldier come. Barack still daily, same place. Ricky go, Rema come. Don Jazzy still get the same base. No be bad thing to say face. Big haste while you bring those your A games. Everybody dies at the end, so tell a bitch nigga stay safe. I like white girls cause they smash ass. I love black girls cause I'm soundtrack. Y'all know I ain't a racist, so I do black and whites like I'm Nollywood flashbacks. I'm fuck your ladies on the internet. I couldn't date your in it from the internet. In front of me, they all good. For my back, they feel no sense. Two-faced bitches always acting like they innocent. But y'all know that I'll be too great for failure. With bars longer than the full names of Akon. My shoelaces made to resonate. Full of my steps and both different like a two-way formation. I stay rude, don't have a clue how you fake some. The type of dude to have you move when I say come. Don't give me praise, give me food, make I take chop. And if your power reach, make 'em 2 plates and 8 cups.
Now me be the bobo, tell the television. Emi ne pasito, don't fi antenna revision. Now me be the bobo, tell the tomunye te figo. Emi no fe the politician, kill him a figo. The devil in me pariwo on suku. Oro yen wa spiritual, but no puju. Eli no be le gun, pariwo no fufu. In your power, abori won puru. Emi ti ma prosper, everything is just plan. Elon for you me, emo ye bat mo fun shrine.
Rapo mi ma cons prime, àti wèrè bọ́stà. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ fólóṣó tó jọ fi wèrè bọ́ fine. Sífì mo pọ̀ nílẹ̀, tẹ máa rí wo. Mo fẹ́ gba penalty, lérí Ronaldinho. Ẹni olówó púlásìkò kì í máa ronígò. Ìyàlá jẹ rẹ́fìrí yín tó fẹ́ máa lọ dípò.
Indigenously, you still learning. I'm still 10 over 10, I'm still shining. Count lower code, Tolon Yaka Sitani, big up any motherfucker when not the ginger me. Oluwa lo need to see it, and she only packaging. Everybody seen, man, Oluwa lo need 40G. Oma for me, big batoro, Iboto Lorigi. Rodo Pepe, Moya Yomi Place, Aboni, Kemi Rapa, Toju Rapa, Rapa Tolu Rapa, Rapa Tomuya or Rapa, Pasilara Papa, Yomi Place, Papa one, Papa Laku Papa one, the Shiku Saba, me, Bomo Shiku Saba one. Me let's shake that way 40 days and 40 nights. And to sing better than 40 blade and 40 nights. And me keep pay Baba God every day and every night. Go Jalo will be Solomon, make a girl a plenty wife.
At the 4 years old, Motimura. Or the 6 years old, Motipura. Or the 8 years old, Motikura. I would do anything for the mullah. Do anything, Kamamura. Colonize anybody, pay me Lord Lugard. You know, Tico, me go sick out one jealous God. Go. So, tẹ́yìn bá lágbára èmi lágídí. Tẹ́yìn bá lẹ́mọ ABC èmi má bìdí. Ẹ lè pè mí fàfàkùfà kan sínú bí kàlàkùtà. Ẹ̀yin lè má sọ̀kọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ bọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹnu mi náà bazooka. Ọmọ tó bá bá kò dá mi lójú pé lágbà tó bá lágbà. Ó yẹ kó mọ̀ pé bàbá lèmi jẹ́ lábà. Àwọn fẹ́ mọ̀ kan tó dá lára. Àwọn àgbàgbà ló ń jáláyà. Àwọn akọ́yìn máa dá lápá lọ́wọ́ àbóyún já pátágbà. Emi lema 30D Cooper. Successful in my study in school. So me for, to me no be issue. Thank God we don't look like what we've been through. Àwọn mẹ́rin tó máa dènà dẹ́kun ìdínkùn. Kópa fún wèrè ó ṣojú dúdú ṣọ̀rùn kúnkún. Abẹ́rù pẹ́ ní òní gbogbo yín ni mo believe tù. Lẹ́yìn tọ́lọ́jọ́ bá dé tó sọ pé tán mo ṣù túkù. Kémi àtàwọn tèmi yá ń sárin ká nínú Lambo. Torí a máa láyín lójú dọjọ́ kẹyìn bí ẹni lágbo. Sinimá ẹ̀ dùn bí mango. Ó ká ifi gbóhùn nìkan ní nọ́mbà 1 tó ń jágò. Dàgásáré ọ̀dẹ̀ wọn kọ́ tó wọlé kọ́ máa kákò. Ó jí wá ibi tí ní wọn ní dúró bí ẹni aránjò. Ṣé kí fi wọ́n ṣọ́ example? Ẹ fòjé lẹ́kẹ̀jẹ́ àpò. Tí bàbá yà yín bá ṣáájú, ó máa fojú ká gbàkó. Nǹkan tó gbéra mo ti débẹ̀. Mo di pass, mo di president. Ayá yín lẹ́nu pé láàrin kéènì àtàbù mo di yé bẹ̀. Ìyàwó mi lẹ jẹ́ gbogbo yín jẹ́ ni mo ti dó tẹ̀fẹ́lẹ́ di wọn lọ fún fáwọn tán ní college ṣo ni kò trench. Rodo ní sẹ́. What a life, we're looking up to others to survive. On the road to greatness, what if your brothers took your ride? Mama, when mama, we're picking it, they wouldn't survive. To all my ghetto soldiers, buckle up, what did you do or die? Bye, anybody. You all should watch out for Toby Smalls, especially my pump.
Black Jersey on the beat.
Love, not the only one thing, not the fine. And I got you on my mind. Love, not the only one thing, not the fine. And I got you on my mind.
Don't think about it too much. Don't think about it too much. Don't stress yourself. Don't even waste no time on someone that doesn't want to waste your time on you. Because, you know, it's all about love, that good feeling, the special feeling. Ooh. Hey. Your turn is in a good mood. But I know how to share that energy with you guys. I'm always in a good mood. Cause you know what? It's YOTAN, so you know, and it's speaking the truth. And we're back again on Afrobeats 100, the only place where we keep it real, we keep it groovy, keep it keep it Yeah, we keep it 100 because you know that's what we do. We don't do them 99, them 98. We don't even know them numbers. I don't know them numbers. It's always 100 when it's Afrobeats 100, and of course, it's with me. When you have Yota, what do you expect? You don't expect some lame ass. You know, you expect the best, the very best, because Yota only does the best. Yes, we're back again. And if you missed the first half of this show, because I took a long music break, yeah, I want you guys to enjoy some music. You know, come safe. So if you missed that first half of music, you know what you missed. You just missed that conversation that we had of family. We talked about family. You know what's family to you guys? Well, I talked about my family a lot. I told you guys a lot of things about my side of the family. I love my family. I LOVE my family. If they are hearing me out there right now, I love you guys. I love you guys a lot. Because, you know, that's what family is about. Family is about love. And some of us, we're not close to our families, which is so sad. I can't imagine, like, you know, I've had phases in my life where I thought, me and my dad, we're never going to have that connection, that relationship. If you know what I'm saying. I actually thought that would never happen between me and my father, because like we never like sat down to conversate before, or had that real strong relationship that I felt that was needed for, like, that I needed, to be honest. You know, that was needed for two of us. So, you know, the messed up thing was until I left, we started like building on that communication. We tried severally back home, but it was tough. You know, because I actually thought like, okay, if worst came to worst, and this people don't accept like what I'm gonna do, like I'm just gonna do it. I'm not even gonna, this time I don't care, you understand? You know, there's a way like when you've made up your mind, and you're like, I'm gonna do this thing no matter what. Like if I'm gonna lose friends along the line, goodbye my lover, goodbye my friend. You know, my voice is shaking this morning, but you get what I'm saying. Goodbye, bye. You're gone. And I hope you can see sometime, you know, maybe, you know, but like, you're not in this circle no more, because I need to move. You know, that's another thing. Actually, talking about circles right now. What circle are you guys in right now? Are you guys contemplating, are you in the right circle, or are you in the wrong circle? Because like, you know, we have that family circle, and we have that that family circle of where like, these are the people we trust, people we want to conversate with, people we want to communicate with. What's your circle like? Like, do you have a lot of crazy friends? I have people that chill around, like, I have people that have 1 million friends. I have friends that, like, they're friends with everybody. Like, and I don't know, to be honest, I don't know how they keep up that energy. Because, to be honest, I said to be honest a lot. Anyways, most times for me, it's hard to keep up with a lot of people. I'm not that type of person that you would actually catch, like, except I genuinely remember, and it depends on how close we are. To be honest, yeah, it depends on how close we are. If I'm speaking the truth, you see what I did there? I switched up, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not that type of, like, and I've said this earlier. Communication for me is poor. It's a zero, nothing. It's very, I'm poor with it. Like, but I do check on a lot of people that are really close to me. I think my close friends know, like, they're my close friends. I think it's a mutual feeling. It's not something I need to say. You know, I do love them. Some of them I don't tell them to their face, you know. But I do love some of my friends. I do love some of them. I do love everyone, actually. Like, anyways. But like, what's that relationship like? Are you that person that chills with a lot of people? How do you keep up that energy though? Because I'm not the type of person that I don't think you need to be friends with everyone. You forget what I'm saying? I know some people have that ideology in their head, like saying, this person, if I'm friends with these people, you don't know who you need. But like, nah, I ain't giving. I know that for a fact that's true. You don't know who you need. But I think the whole thing comes from like respecting yourself and knowing what you need, and just being naturally good people. If you have the mentality of like you're keeping friends and you're not saying you don't know who you need, bruh, like you might get disappointed, man. Because when you've been stacking up these friends and it's time for help and you've been going around and it's like, for example, if all your friends don't help you out, you know what zone you'll be in. You'll be stuck in that zone of like, fuck everybody. But like, you will not know who genuinely doesn't have. You understand? From who's actually doesn't want to help you at all. The circle. Get what I'm saying? The circle. It's just like that. You can't share yourself around and spread yourself too thin. Then when you want to hold on to something, you go around looking for what to grab onto. But bruh, nobody left. When you were sharing yourself, nobody gave you back that rope to hold yourself back. You understand? Because it's a pull. It's like a tug of war. No one should fall, basically. It's not even tug of war. It's just a pull to stabilize everything. That friendship of me helping you. So it's like on the other end of the rope, that person is equally holding it, putting them on same amount of strength I would put into our friendship. So it's like that pull, and we keep pulling ourselves. Maybe if it becomes too much, then maybe the rope cuts. But it won't be like that person will pull me and I'll have to fall down, if that makes sense. And if the rope cuts, I think that one will be better because it's growth. this ideology I'm coming up with in my head, I'm listening to it and I'm like, oh, mad, word. So yeah, it's like this rope, and this person is pulling it and I'm pulling it. We're putting equal amount of strength into it, and the rope cuts. Yeah, like the rope snaps or whatever, and the rope cuts. When the rope cuts, it's like, oh, okay. It's not anything. It's just like two people putting in the equal same amount of energy, and it's like, oh, I see what you're doing and I respect what you're doing. And that person is like, I respect. It's like two men, like the rope. You're going tug of war. When the rope cuts, something that was made is stronger than the rope. And what's that? It's the appreciation and the respect. It's that mutual respect that you people are giving yourselves. So you see, I think that ideology comes into like this friendship thing. This person is putting into this effort and is putting into this effort. When you keep putting in the same effort, it's energy. All this energy you're putting into it will help two of you understand better. It will help whoever you're chilling with as your friend, whoever you choose to call as your friend or your family, help you guys grow. You understand? I told you guys about my phase. My parents are in that phase of where they're just trying to communicate, support better, you understand? However they can. I remember when I was conversating with my dad once and I was telling like, look, all that's in my head is like how to help you guys, and I'm like, stuff like that. It's so crazy how my dad will look at me and be like, bro, no, you see, do you right now, and like unboarding yourself from this burden, like that you're giving yourself, of like how you ought to, because just do you right now and focus on you. Don't worry about us. I'm like, but I can't help it but add you guys to my plan. It's like it makes me work harder. It's like, okay, I think like I have my sister that I want the very best for. My sister has the potential of being the best writer in the world, because that's how I see it. She's a writer, and obviously she keeps doing it. Why can't she be the best? So she has the potential of being the best writer in the world right now. And I'm like, okay, in my head, I'm thinking like, I need to help this girl however I can, because to keep motivating her. And the funny thing is, love my sister. She's just like me, which is, she don't need your support. She doesn't need you to tell her like, do this or do that. What you can just tell her is just continue. And that's what I do to her sister. Because I remember when she first started writing her blog, she didn't send it to me. I'm guessing she didn't send it to me because of the content. She's my younger sister anyway. And maybe, or actually, I think she didn't send it to me because she's just doing her thing. Let me not say content. That one is me. Don't mind me. She didn't send it to me because she's doing her thing. So she posted it, and I saw it on her story, and I was like, hey, let me check this out. My sister wrote something. Like she has been doing it. She's like 15 or 14 chapters deep into it. She started from chapter 1, and I read chapter 1. Content wise, cause it's my sister, obviously. But like her writing, how good she is, it was incredible. It was amazing. I was like, wow, this girl is a good writer. This was mad. And from then I just encouraged her. She didn't ask me to encourage her or say like I didn't need to encourage her to do this. She was already doing it. That's my sister for her. And I love that she has that energy like I do. Because I don't think she want anyone to tell her what to do. She's already doing it. She might get pissed. I think that's how we're brought up to, on that energy, or like you just have to do shit, and And she's so young and so smart. And I'm thinking like, obviously I'm telling my dad, obviously I'm going to think about how I can help her, how I can help you guys, because like I feel like things could be better for everyone. So if I'm feeling things can be better, the question I'm always going to ask myself is, how can I make them better? How much work do I need to put in to make sure these things happen? You understand? Sometimes, in life, you go through a lot of things that allow you to lose your focus and lose everything. But the good thing most times is getting back on that horse and saying, I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to keep on riding. If you get what I'm saying, you got to keep on pushing. And most times, when we're in the deepest places, we don't have anyone to talk to. I remember like when I was down, I couldn't talk to anyone. Like I was so pissed at myself. Like, when you're in that your phase, you'll be so angry at yourself and maybe probably sad. And even at that point, I won't even like my closest friends couldn't help me out. Because there's also that thing of you being pissed at yourself and wanting to be alone. Then I remember like, I hate that feeling. I've noticed myself. To be honest, that's sad, and that thing in your heart. I hate that feeling. I'm not even going to lie. I try to avoid that feeling a lot. So I remember I think that was the first time I really settled down and absorbed all my like feelings. That was the first time, which was weird. So I've never like been in that, and I just texted my brother. I just started typing, like all what was bothering me. Like I started typing, and the funny thing is, I swear it was not even what he said. I'm not good. Shout out to my brother. It was not what he said that helped me out. The event, me just typing everything out. It was all I needed. I did like my brother replied. Probably what he replied was not what I needed to hear. Like I swear, I probably did not give two damns about what he said. Like shout out to my brother, but he sent me a VN because I just needed to vent. Sometimes you just need to vent. Like everything is trapped indoors, and I typed out like it was so long. That's probably the longest paragraph I've ever typed in my life, man. And I just letting out that emotion just helped me. And I think from then I discovered what to do. That sometimes I don't really need to talk to someone. Sometimes it helps, but with me, because most times I know the answer. That's with me. Most times I do know the answer. I appreciate it. I appreciate when I'm wrong, which is just me. I mean, I'm just ready to grow. So I appreciate when I'm wrong. So I'm not going to stop with anything. So, but most times when I talk and I just say it out, it's because it's just that feeling of like, liberation. And when I say it out, I can fully understand. It's like right now when I'm conversating to this my imaginary crowd right now, and I'm saying things right now. I'm saying things that I do believe in, what I stand for, and probably without talking, these things have not been clear to me before. But now that I'm talking to you guys, everything becomes like, even me, I'm learning from like, okay, this is what I need to do. I do know the right things to do. Sometimes you always know the right things to do. But it's just like maybe you're talking to someone, you have a conversation, someone will say something and they will help you out. You know, they might just say the thing you've been thinking about and they'll be like, I am doing the right thing. If you get what I'm saying. So that communication standard of like, you know, talking to people, and sometimes I encourage people to talk. I don't encourage them to talk. I encourage them to talk because I swear you just need to let it out. People are there to listen. You know, you might have whoever works for you. Me, I talk. Like if I don't have anybody to talk to, I talk to myself. I settle down, you know, take deep breaths and let it all out. And, you know, then I try and like strategize and think about what's wrong. Why am I in this state? Why are these emotions coming? Why is it like that? Is it wrong? What's wrong? You know, so I assess myself, to be honest, because obviously if you're feeling some type of way and something's bothering you and you say it out in the air, it's also that spiritual force. There's a reason why people believe in God. If you get what I'm saying, people trust therapists. You know, therapist knows what, like a therapist is very strong somebody. Yeah? He can take in your feelings and understands and settle down and listens to you. Those are good therapists. He listens to you, and I think that's why you have friends and family, people that listen to you. Shout out to my brother. My brother listened to me. What I needed wasn't his own reply, because probably the reply he gave me was just from his own point of view. But from my own side now, me, like I'm that person that I just need to vent it all out. I just need to say it. Like there's some things that, like this weekend, like I was on this self-reflecting thing this for a bit. Yeah, this weekend. Not even this weekend. I've been on this self-reflecting thing. So when I was I was just these conversations with myself. So when I was just conversating with myself, like, I started, you know, you think about a lot of things, and so I was just on this vibe of like, okay, I see what I did wrong here, and some of the things I thought about, I wanted to correct it. Yeah, I wanted to correct it as soon as I could, so that I could get it off my mind, and I wanted to do it like so to help me grow. So I was trying to do it with this certain person, and it did not work out. Sha. I eventually did not clear anything. Like, well, I was good, and I just felt like, look, when it comes to this person, if it truly wanted, when that time comes where we can like have conversations and be like, and I would do that. But right now, I'm not going to, because I want to. Do you understand? How will I put it? Because you want to do something doesn't mean that person wants to do it too. Let me put it like that. So you might come off with you in your head, you're coming off with that energy of like, I want to do this thing. I feel like this is the right thing. I want to clear my mind. But sometimes that person you want to do that is not ready for that conversation, which is, I think I realized like it's cool. With me, though, I don't know what works for you. With me, I realized that was cool. Like, because I was talking to one of my friends also, and when I was communicating with him, he started getting worried, and I was confused. He was asking me if I was okay, and I'm like, is this guy mad? Like, I'm actually I'm yearning some real ass thing with, like, I'm having a real ass conversation right now. Like, this is me being like, I've gone through myself reflecting, like, and I'm like, I realized I made some mistakes. And I was like in that zone of, I can make things right. Like, let me make things right. Let me try and make things right. I was just in that energy. Like, let me try and do this thing. And him, I think because of the energy, it was just like, is this guy okay? Like, it was like, fam, I'm worried. Like, you're sounding somehow. Like, that guy is funny. He said, sorry, somehow. And me, I just read the message. Funny enough, at first, I was like, what is this guy saying? Then I just understood, like, okay, this is good. Thank God I didn't even talk to whoever I wanted to talk to. I would have come out so, I don't know, maybe so needy or something like that. Thirsty might be the word. Then I conversed with my friend, and he just calmed me down. Like, he didn't even calm me down. Him saying, it was worried. It was just, that is the way I was projecting, the way I was feeling towards him. And me in my head, I'm like, I'm just trying to, like, clear some things. But he didn't take it that way. So it's good to, like, even when you accept things, it's good to, like, take that relaxation part of, like, okay, you made a mistake, but don't rush into it. When the right time comes, just remember that this is what you need to do. Sometimes you don't need to correct the past. Let the past be in past. See, I'm going off family, but yeah, it all falls down to that. So your family is some people you can confide in. It could be your friends, it could be anything. So having that conversation with your friend, yeah, it's just that vibe of like, look, I just want to talk. And your friend reply is not even going to be the answer you need, but it is the answer you need. If you get what I'm saying. Because telling, like I see the example I gave you guys, you say this to this person is going to receive it differently because you don't know what kind of phase you caught that person in. You might be in your feeling phase at that point, but that's not what that person wants to hear at that point. Think about it. Then you end up forever looking like you're doing the most. You see, and like I said, conversations like this help. So when you have family and you have things that are bothering you, it's always good to have that someone to talk to, That person can be your family in different ways you never imagine. Anybody that I can communicate with and I can fully tell you things, if I can, to be honest, if I'm somebody that can truly, like I'm not even saying, like, if I can truly tell you how I am feeling, you are top tier, man. You're up there. You're up there where nobody is. Like, even my parents, I don't think I can tell them truly how I feel sometimes. And I can't even lie about that. So if I can truly talk to you and let you know, like I'm someone that can be quiet too. Actually, I'm that person. Like, I'll be quiet. You will not know. Like, the masking thing is become so. I'm so good with it. But yeah, if I can communicate with you on a level that I can't communicate with you, you're top tier. And if you break my heart, you really break you. If you do me bad, you really break my heart. That type of thing. So it's like, who is your family? Which circle are you in? How do you want to? Everything revolves around you because it's like. It's still this life journey of how you see yourself and where you want to see yourself. Some people don't realize it till it's too late. Some of us, I think, we decide to make mistakes, and it's always good to have people to you could really trust. And when I mean trust, it's not just there when they're your friends. They're there even when you mess up. If you get what I'm saying, yeah, they're there when you mess up. Letting you know that, oh look, you did this wrong, and also you as a person, you should be also willing to accept that you're wrong. There is nothing better than accepting when you are wrong. I think that's the major key to personal growth in general. Or else you just keep growing old and you never learn anything. So it's like if you learn, it's like if you're reading a book, you've read this book and you learned something, but you want more knowledge, so you're going to read another book. When you read another book, you've already opened your mind to possibilities of new things. You probably never knew what this word meant, but you learned that word. Life is beautiful like that. we should all treat whoever we call our families with the utmost respect. Don't be chilling with people for the wrong reasons. Don't call your family for the wrong reasons. Sometimes just call them to say, I just checked. I just wanted to say, how are you? I just wanted to check on you and see if you're good. It's nothing. It's because that person is, I don't know, that person is special to you. If anybody, anybody that checks up on me and says, I just want to check if you are good, I'll be like, especially if you're a baby, especially because now I'm saying, if you're a baby and check up on me and say, forget, you have a special place in my heart. Like, you are friends. Like, obviously, we're friends for you to check up on me. So it's that type of energy. Guys, family energy is strong. Today, I'm going to round up my show real soon because it's been fun. It's been real. It's been groovy. You know what it is. Today, it's a lovely day where I communicated with you guys and let you guys know what's good. If you missed the first half, you can always go on afrobeats100.com to listen to me. And obviously, I'll be giving you guys some few, it's where I speak my truth. Well, I'm here learning, and I hope someone is taking away a few pointers from what I'm saying. I really do hope. Like, to be honest, in this state I'm doing, I really do hope, like, there are people there out there saying, like, I can relate to what you're saying. I swear. Because I hope, like, that would be nice to hear, to get a reaction from like that. But yeah, but at the same time, I'm doing this for me as well. This is helping me grow, and it's your turn. It's just the circle of life. So, guys, treat your family with love and respect. If you haven't called someone that you really consider close today, call that person and let them know, like, look, how are you doing? How are you? I just called to check up on you. I hope you're good, though. Are you okay? Stuff like that. It shows you care. It shows you're this. It shows you're that type of person. So maybe do that to your day and call your family. Tell your mom you love her. Tell your dad you love him. Tell your dad you love him. Sometimes dad they do hard guy too much, but I think they want to be told they are loved by their sons. I remember my dad. My dad is just a tough love guy. He won't say it, but I know my pops loves me. Anyways, guys, it's about to go down and I'm about to leave you guys because it's been real. It's been real today on a Tuesday morning. Right now, it's almost 11 a.m. It's been so good. And, I always love talking to you guys where we communicate. And, it's mostly Yota sharing his feelings, but I hope I'm sharing my feelings to the right crowd. But, yeah, it's been mad. It's been real. Oh, my God. I have to go. Sadly, I have to go right now. But, hey, it is what it is. It is Afrobeats 100. It's 100. And I keep telling you guys, 100. Not 99.9, raised to the power 2. Or it's just 100. It's 100. Because that's what we do. We keep it real. We keep it groovy. You know what's good? It's your favorite host. It's the one and only YOTAN, so and I love you guys. So it's a bye for me, and see you guys next week on Speaking the Truth. Do.
Set I want one and I see 20 men gang. Set I want Akube Balenciaga gang. I want of Lagos. You know me, who gang? You chilling with the Monster gang. You chilling with the Monster gang. Right now you are chilling with the Monster gang.